Everyone had a great weekend and hope you're enjoying Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all our father traders. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. All right, we had some selling, a lot of selling, as a matter of fact, um, in equities last week on Friday. That came out of nowhere. All right, we were doing really great, had some selling, but the selling hasn't changed anything. Okay, so as we go to the markets, just keep in mind, although it was quite a bit of selling, the Dow was down by 769 points down for the day on the Dow. That's a big down day. S&P was down. NASDAQ was down big also. All right, 255. And the Russell was down big also. All right, so big down day in the equity markets. The VIX popped up. All right, the VIX got up to 2082. Just remember, when we look at the VIX, right, we need that VIX to be below 20. 20 is that cutoff number. All right, so we need that VIX to come on down. We got, I think, as low as 17 on the VIX. So now we're back at 20. We need the VIX to come on down. So we'll keep a close eye on the VIX this week. All the indexes are holding except for the Dow. So we did get a white candle here on the Dow. All right, so it's not staying above that resistance. So we'll definitely need a bounce. All right, so we need a bounce tomorrow when the market opens. All right, so when the equity markets open in the morning, we definitely need to get a bounce. The S&P is holding firm. We'll take a look at the larger charts in a minute. All right, so S&P is holding its buy signal near its all-time highs there. All right, NASDAQ is holding its buy signal near the all-time highs right here. And then the Russell is also holding its buy signal. Most of your indexes are up. The indexes that we're mainly concerned with is tech. All right, tech, and then healthcare. We're waiting for, hopefully, to get a buy signal on healthcare on the daily time frame. All right, so lots of selling came in on Friday, but hasn't made a major change to structure. All right, to structure. The dollar index did break down. All right, significantly. Closed at 9. Made a low at 97, guys. So really broke down. We have a sell short signal here on the daily. And we'll go back and forth with the daily and the weekly. Here on the weekly time frame, we have a bigger support right here. And based on the price action, guys, we'll see if the dollar can break through here. The next target on the dollar is 88. All right, so let's bring that in. But we do have big support right here at that $97 mark on the dollar. Remember, on the dollar index, remember $100 was the support. $99, $100 was the support area before. Currently in the futures market, the dollar is currently up. Okay, the futures market. All right, the Dow E-mini slightly down. All right, NASDAQ E-mini slightly up. S&P slightly down. So basically flat right now. Okay, all right, we'll take that. The sectors, number one sector right now. So in your stock boss systems, your bullmaster systems, you guys can focus. Now we are bullish all the way, right? All the way bullish on equities. So if you find the best setup, just trade that for now in stock boss and bullmaster. But the number one sector is technology. All right, so just remember, this was your correction we had earlier, right? In April here, right? March, April, this was the correction. All that selling that came in. And now we're back near the all-time highs, all right, on tech. So we just remember we are breaking resistance here. Our buy signal was a beautiful gap up here, a reaccumulation, and we're holding right at resistance right here. So we'll need that to continue to move higher and hopefully break out on the NASDAQ. All right, healthcare. I want to show you guys what's going on with healthcare here. Healthcare is setting up nicely for a buy signal, okay? Right, the two biggest sectors in equities, healthcare, tech, and healthcare. Financial is a smaller sector, all right? It's a smaller sector. Where is it here? And we do have a buy signal with the financial sector. Okay, let's see how we did. All right, so keep an eye on it here. So we were moving up nicely, looking to break through resistance here. We did get a white candle here on Friday in financials, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, overall, the sectors are basically holding. Okay, the VIX again has pulled up a bit. We made a low at 1771 on the VIX. On the monthly time frame, it's pulled up a bit, okay, but no major concern here yet with the VIX, okay. Remember, that $20 mark, right? We don't want the VIX to get above 20. That's going to be increased volatility. That's not good for equities, right? We could see the market move lower, just like it did when we had the correction and the VIX made a move all the way here at 59.84 on the monthly time frame right here. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, the Magnificent Seven stocks. Let's take a look at the Mag Sevens. All right. So Tesla, guys. Let's take a look at Tesla. All right, Tesla is still holding its buy signal. Buy signal is right here. We had a red candle and green candle on Friday, which is good considering all that selling, right? All right, so all that selling came in Tesla, in the markets rather, and Tesla still held, okay? So Tesla closed on Friday at 325. Our buy signal, if you guys can look here, our buy signal came in at 296. We have resistance on Tesla at 363. So the goal is, right, current price action right here on Friday. Here we'll look for the price to move higher and do something like this here. Hopefully get a nice bounce. But the good news on Tesla is that it held on Friday after all of that selling was actually up. So it was the only Mag 7 stock that was up on Friday. Okay, let's take a look at Amazon. All right, Amazon still holding here, a bit of a pullback here. Google, let's take a look, holding here. Microsoft is still holding, doing well here. Apple, guys, no buy signal. Apple, actually, we haven't had a buy signal in Apple for a long time now. The last buy signal came in December, sell signal in January, and we have no buyers coming in Apple. Meta, Facebook, a bit of a pullback right here. Buy signal here, purple support and resistance right at that resistance level right here. All right, so we'll keep an eye on the Mag 7s. All right, definitely. We do not want those to turn around, right? So we'll see. But Tesla really looks really good. NVIDIA also, let's take a look at NVIDIA, guys. Our most recent buy signal came in at $122 here on NVIDIA. And we closed on Friday at 141, so $141. Again, our buy signal came in at 122, so that's pretty good, right? So almost 20 points there on NVIDIA. And we are near the all-time highs on NVIDIA, which is right here, 150. So we are close to that all-time highs. All right, nice resistance here at 150. So, right, so 9 points away, almost 8 points away. We'll look for NVIDIA to break out unless sellers come in heavy this week. Okay, so the Max 7 stocks are looking really good. Let's take a look at big picture here. Big picture on the daily time frame, guys. On the Dow, resistance is here, buy signal, a bit of a pullback here. White candle here. We need a bounce. Okay, so as we open tomorrow, equity markets open tomorrow, we'll need a bounce. All right, we don't need more selling to come in. We might start getting red candles. Okay, so we like these here. Red candles are sellers. Remember that. All right, so at least we are not near support levels here. We are holding that moving average, but however, we need a bounce. Green candles to come in tomorrow and into the week. Okay, the Dow on the weekly time frame, right, holding right here, white candle for the week. All right, held its trend line here, but holding nicely here. This is how far we are to the all-time highs on the Dow. All right, monthly time frame looks good. All right, so the market is not selling off. All right, although we had some selling on Friday, right, equity markets really strong. Dow very strong on the monthly time frame. Okay, and we are off season. All right, so we are in June, July, August, September. Right, but guess what? We've had a correction already. All right, so let's see if we can move higher. All right, the S&P on the daily time frame, right? This is how close we are, guys, to the all-time highs with the S&P. So, all right, given what's happening out there, everything that's happening out there, all that negative news, market is still holding, climbing higher, getting ready to break the all-time highs, guys. The all-time highs is right here. Here we are right here on the S&P. So with stock boss traders, bull master traders, all right, you guys should be in place. Continue to follow your systems. Best market right now. The best market right now is equities. All right, in particular, our two systems: stock boss and bull master. So large caps and small caps. Okay, S&P on the daily right here looks good. S&P on the weekly time frame, guys. This is how close we are to the all-time highs on the S&P, right? Really good recovery after that big correction here, and we are moving higher. S&P on the monthly time frame. Look here, current month. This is how close we are to breaking through the all-time highs, and hopefully that will happen soon. NASDAQ on the daily time frame here. Here's your V-shaped recovery so far. Buy signal here. Again, a lot of resistance here on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ and S&P looks really, really good, right? Those are the main sectors. Indexes that we track for bull master when we look at large caps, okay? NASDAQ on the weekly time frame, guys. Green candles here. Nice recovery. Held that trend line here, no accidents, right? Look at that, almost a perfect, right? Price action all the way back to the trend line. Bounce buyers came in. Here we are, all right, getting ready to break the all-time highs on the NASDAQ. All right, we have to keep looking at these every week, guys, because guess what? Things can change quickly, okay? NASDAQ on the monthly time frame, here we are. All right, so one more push higher. Right, on the monthly time frame, this current month, here's the buy signal here on a break of this resistance, right? A bit of a pullback. This is where we got our correction held, and now we are right at all-time highs right here, okay? The Russell doing fine here. It's breaking out here. We're starting to see some good trades in stock boss, new opportunities, in healthcare also. So keep an eye on that. We need to continue to move higher on the Russell. We know the Russell has lagged a bit. Weekly time frame looks good. We need more green candles here to come in like here. Right? So white candles like here, green candles, we need a buy signal. All-time high is right here. All right, we're a distance away, but Hopefully that will improve. Russell on the monthly time frame just holding firm right now. Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin, keep an eye on Bitcoin. All right, we sent out some messages last week on Bitcoin. I think we did a video on Bitcoin as well. All right, on the daily time frame, we have pulled back a bit. Okay, so Bitcoin made a high, got past resistance, made a high at 111, trading at 105. Okay, and remember, your other cryptocurrencies will follow Bitcoin's lead. Okay, so we can use Bitcoin as a barometer, not exact, okay, not exact, but there's a really good correlation with Bitcoin and the majority of the your other cryptocurrencies out there. So it's important that we follow Bitcoin every week, all right? Not every day. We don't have to do it every day, but every week we need to know what Bitcoin is doing, all right? So the thing here with Bitcoin, guys, it's that now it's trading below resistance here. Okay, that's not good. And it also has a purple support and resistance here, right here. Not a yellow, purple. That means we're overbought. On this time frame, on the daily time frame, we are overbought. Just like we were overbought here, just like we were overbought here, and sellers came in. All right, we are now overbought here, and we could see sellers come in. If we break through that moving average here, red moving average, just like here, we could see that buy signal give a sell to get out, and then Bitcoin might be in trouble. All right, right now it's struggling to hold. You guys can see that price action here. It is struggling to hold all green candles right here, but we're making lower highs, lower lows. All right, so here's your top candle here, was a high, made a lower high, made a lower high, made a lower high here. Okay, so in order to recover, all right, in order to recover, we need to get back to this resistance, break above this, and now continue to move higher. So that is a concern right here with Bitcoin, guys. All right, the good news, it's holding the moving average, all green candles. That's good, the good news, but just be aware of that. Okay, support on Bitcoin, 2 areas of support right about here. All right, if we break through right about here and then all the way down here. Okay, so Bitcoin really needs to move higher and hold. Monthly time frames, got a buy signal holding there right there for gold. Gold is moving higher, guys. Gold looks like it will get to 3,500 on gold. All right, broke through that resistance here on Friday. Got a big candle here. Look at that. Our resistance was here. Nice big candle here on gold. So let's do that right here. See that right? Nice big candle right here on gold. Broke through. Look at that, guys. Big candle here. Broke through right out of that resistance here. Pretty good resistance. And here's the current price action. So Bitcoin is trading at 3,346, and we're looking to break resistance right here on gold. Okay, so gold traders, good job here. Silver, in addition to gold, silver, guys, look at that. All right, big week last week on silver, and current week we gapped up. So gapped up here, right? Previous week, right here, gapped up into last week, and now gapped up again. So silver is at 32 and change, almost 33. So nice break here for silver. Okay. All right. Remember, we're always gonna buy on the break of resistance, sell on the break of support. So when a lot of traders are, sometimes we look to sell on a break of resistance. We don't want to do that. That's buyer's territory. Okay. Let's take a look here. That's crude oil. All right, crude oil, guys, right here. Crude oil is getting near the top of that range here. All right, we were at the bottom. Now we're getting at the top of that range. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on crude oil. All right, the sweet spot for crude oil is between 80 and 60. All right, 80 and 60 right in here. So we're getting, and with what's going on with all the news and everything, we could see crude oil move higher here, right? But again, we need crude oils to consolidate in here, right? just like it's been doing here. If it breaks through, right, if it gets through that resistance here, get into about $90, $100, that will not be good, all right? For the economy, we'll start to bring out any break above the resistance here with the buy signal. We'll start to look at our crude oil systems, okay? Bonds, guys, was making a really nice move here. Got a green candle, pull back, right? We're getting excited about that bond trade right here. Pull back with a white candle. On Friday, it closed there. So we have held support down here. If you guys take a look. All right, so held support down here. We're looking for it to break out. Next target on bonds is right here. We're at 86. All right, next real target is at 92. Okay, good news though, it's still holding. And we are making higher highs, higher lows. But boy, we got a nice green candle here on Thursday and then pull back on Friday there. Okay. All right. The dollar, guys, again, as I mentioned, made a low at 97, currently 98. So it's moved up a bit. We'll keep an eye on that. But it does have a sell short signal. Okay. Yen, right? Japanese yen right here. The index, guys, we need that to break out. Forex, finally, we got some movement last week in Forex, but it's retraced back some. We'll take a look at Monster Scalper this evening. Okay, with the yen, Japanese yen, we're looking for a breakout and hopefully finally give a buy signal. All right, pound yen, same thing here. We do have a buy signal, and we're looking to break through that resistance here. Okay, and that will help with volatility in Forex. Pound yen on the weekly time frame, same thing here, guys. Just holding. Got a triangle here. Price is being squeezed. We need a big push, guys. Really setting up. It's really setting up for a big candle to come in and break through eventually on the weekly time frame there. Okay, so lots of information, lots of stuff going on, but your best trade right now is still in equities. Okay, let's take a look at current positions in Monster Scalper. Current positions, we don't have any positions on your 60-minute time frame here. Long, no positions short on the 60 and on the 240. But we do have some long positions on the 240. Let's take a look at those. All right, so still trade with caution in Forex for Monster Scalper here. Okay, all right, so we have some Euro pairs long. All right, so buy signal here, and we're holding fine right now. EUR-AUD on the 240 in Monster Scalper right here. EUR-HKD, that's your Hong Kong pair. All right, buy signal here, moving up nicely so far here. All right, EUR-HKD. EUR-NZD, buy signal here, and we are breaking out, okay? All right, long consolidation here. We are breaking out finally. EUR-SGD, buy signal here. We are moving higher, slowly moving higher here. EUR Turkish pair, TRY, buy signal here. And we are moving out, breaking here, slowly breaking out. And then euro dollar, buy signal here, breaking out here. So EUR-TRY, EUR-USD, almost identical. Pound HKD, all right, buy signal here, still holding here. All right, let's do this. We are trading above resistance. We need to hold right here and keep moving higher. Pound dollar. Oh, that's too bad with pound dollar here. Very choppy. So we're still choppy in Forex, guys. All right, buy signal here, pull back. We need to break out. Really keep an eye on this, okay? Keep an eye on this. Dollar, all right? So we got some longs in the dollar on the 240. I'm sorry, hold on, guys. Yeah, this is wrong. So this is on the 60 minute. I'm sorry, wrong place here. So we do have some dollar. I thought we had some long dollar. So we had, this is a counter trend trade. All right, so these should be right over here. All right, so the dollar here on the 60-minute time frame. Let's go through these. And I'll move these later here if they're holding. Okay, 60-minute time frame, dollar CAD. All right, dollar CAD. So buy signal here. This was a counter trend trade. We know the dollar's going higher. This was a quick counter trend trade. All right, but this one give a sell signal. So USD CAD, dollar CAD, buy signal here. Red candle came in here, close the trade. Please don't wait for your sell signal. First red candle, we can close the trade. Okay, dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss buy signal here, sell signal, right? We want to be out. This is the price action that came in on Friday. These buy signals here was on Thursday. This is the sell-in that came in on Friday. Okay, so we need to be out. So we bought here, closed here. So we got a small loss, did not take a big loss. Okay, so we should be out. Dollar Swiss. All right, same thing here, USD DKK, our buy signal here, red candle should be out right here, right? If you're still in, you're doing something wrong there, okay? USD NOK, buy signal here, red candle came in, sell signal, we should be out. USD NOK. USD CZK, same thing, guys. All right, so buy signal here, red candle, sell signal, broke support. We should be out of all of this here. Okay, USD CZK. USD PLN, buy signal here, red candle. We should be out. Okay, all right, small loss, take that loss. All right, I know we don't want to take those losses, but we got to take, if we don't get out quickly, I would say your first loss is that's your best loss. So buy signal here, red candle, that's your sell, that's your cue to get out. White arrow, confirmed sell signal to be out. Bought here, sold here, right? We should not be in here anymore. USD PLN. All right, last one, last dollar pair, USD SGD, buy signal here, red candle right here, right? First red candle, we should be out. If you want to get out on, especially with Forex, the way it's trading, guys, you want to get on that white candle, right? Save some profits a little bit, right? You can certainly do that, but as long as we're not in these major moves down, all right? So USD SGD, close that, all right? So still funny, some funny trading on the 60-minute time frame and just in Forex in general. Okay, right now. All righty. Okay, let's go through current positions, especially since we had some selling on Friday. Let's go through current positions. In Stock Boss, that's going to be the Russell. All right, so Stock Boss and then Bull Master. Okay, so Stock Boss, guys, these stocks will be under $10. What we're looking for, especially with the selling that came in all of the indexes on Friday, we want to make sure these positions are holding, these alerts are holding for tomorrow when the market opens. Okay, so let's go through this. We'll go through this quickly. All right, your symbol will be here. up here to the left, your symbol. All right. We'll look for green candles. We need green candles. All right. We'll continue to hold white candles. Right. We still have buy signals. So white candles will continue to hold. Red candle will call a sell signal. White arrow, right, like right here, we'll call a sell signal. Okay. All right. So let's go through this. We'll go through this quickly. These are in stock bar small cap stocks. All right, green candle, that's holding. Firm green candles, holding, holding. GSM white candle here, but guys, that's trading below resistance there. Keep an eye on it. All right, nice pop there. All right, we need to see all green candles. White candle, keep an eye on those. All right, good trade going there. White candle, here, keep an eye on it. Those white candles, if we get selling tomorrow and into the week, those white candles can turn red. So that's a warning, right? A caution. All right. All right. Not too bad so far, considering all that selling that came in on Friday. White candles here, AMC. AMC, keep an eye on that. White candles there. Good, good. Purple support and resistance, keep an eye on those. So white candle, purple support, keep an eye on those, okay? All right, SFIX. All right, the buy signal was around, if you entered it right at that buy signal, would be around 383. All right, broke support, red candle, sell signal, close the trade, please. So SFX, close the trade, please. So that's the first one there. That's holding nicely, holding. All right, we really need a bounce, guys. We need this market to bounce tomorrow. The good news in the morning, the good news is E-mini futures flat, which is good, right? Which is good. ATOM buy signal was here, right? White at 612. Red candle broke support. Sell signal, close that trade, please. And you guys see down here, so we know sellers are coming in. We don't want us to hang around and have this happen. All right, so let's close that. All right, holding, 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 holding. All right, so close 2 so far. Overall, not bad. Considering that that's selling, right? 700 points, almost 800 points on the Dow was not a good day on Friday. Holding. So to have holding firm there, to only have 2 stocks to close out of a lot here, that's pretty good. Here is the third one here. SKYT buy signal was here on a break of resistance. Good mark up phase. Good mark down right here. Let's draw it out. All right, here's your mark down, mark up. Now we still have a lot of symbols, but you can always keep an eye on these, right? So the target was, because you never know, you could buyers come back in and you get another buy signal. All right, so this is where the selling started here. So mark down, accumulation, broke resistance, buy signal here. All right, the goal on this trade was to break through that resistance here. All right, green candles, get a reaccumulation, right? Reaccumulation and start testing the resistance here. But guys, we broke support. We have a red candle here. We have to close the trade. Okay, again, we don't want this to happen. So although a great setup, right, was moving up nicely here, SKYT, we've got to close that. All right, hold in, hold in. All right, XNET, red candles here, guys. Buy signal, big red candle. Close that trade. XNET. All right, that's holding. JetBlue closed. That's too bad. All right, buy signal here. Gap down, red candle, sell signal. Close the trade. The buy signal was at 535. Close on Friday, 440, 47. So 1 point down. Close the trade, please. And that's the last one here, JetBlue, and it says new down. So we knew that. We know that's going down there. Okay. All right. So clean things up. In stock boss, not overall, not bad. Right? Not bad here. Bull Masters, these stocks should hold a bit longer. Okay, these are large cap stocks in Bull Master here, over $10. Let's take a look. All right, so CF guys, big move. That's a strong move, right? Gapped up, broke resistance. And this is how we want these stocks to break out, right? At those resistance areas, right? So right here at resistance. Just a nice big break on Friday on a down day. Very strong stock right here. Good price action. Buy signal came in at $81, trading at $99. Good trade going right there. All right, hold in. Let's go through these. Hold in. Good price action. Again, we expect Bull Master to hold. These are stronger stocks. We anticipate that they will hold really well. ZWS buy signal was right here, guys, at 35. Sell signal right at 35 and change. We want to close that. We don't want sellers to come in heavy, all right? Protect. Defense. Hold in nicely here. Hold in. All right, BA gave a sell signal. So a buy signal here, blue dotted line here, white arrow right here to close the trade. Close the trade, please. All right, green candles, hold in. Join your lines like this, right? Join your lines, hold in. All righty. All right, HII, buy signal here, sell signal on a breakup support, close that trade. We need green candles. All right, white candles, for right now, we can continue to hold. Market still showing buy signals across the board on all of the indexes. So white candles will continue to hold, but red candles, guys, got to get out. Red candle, white arrow, close, okay? Remember, this is what could happen. And that previous buy signal came in right here, almost identical to the last buy signal here. See the sell signal here? See what happened? See the sell signal here? See that sell signal? See that sell signal here? Sellers could come in heavy, all right? Not a strong stock, all right? So it is breaking down. Close that. All right, ON, buy signal here. Follow your system at 49. Closed on Thursday at 55. Sellers came in on Friday here, so we should have been out on Thursday. Great trade here on Thursday. Should be out, okay? All right, let's keep going. We have a lot here. All right, good price action. CVI, all right, made a move on Friday on a down day. When these strong stocks are moving higher, guys, on down days, that's a good thing, right? FOUR, red candle here, Buy signal here, red candle. Again, get out quickly. Close the trade, right? It's not what we want, it's what the price action is doing, right? We follow the price action. DXCM, buy signal here, broke support, right? White arrow here, close the trade. We don't have any red candles, but we got to close it anyway. All right, even if you're not trading these guys, right, just follow the way we trade, right? Buy signal here was at $138. Sell signal came in here, 152. Don't chase it, guys. That trade is done. Now, if it breaks resistance here, breaks the high, give another buy signal, we can certainly look for another entry, but it's done for now. Good price action. CART, buy signal here. Red candle, guys, we love it when we can buy somewhere in here, get out here, right? Protect all of that, all those losses down here. That's the goal, right? Small losses, big wins is what we want. All right, keep an eye on that one. Gap down with a white candle there. Oh boy, GameStop really broke down. Our buy signal came in at $29, guys. It gapped down. Look at that. Gapped down on Thursday at 23. Too bad here. All right, so it's back within support. All right, support and resistance here. Nothing here on GameStop. Okay. All right, Netflix doing fine. Spot is doing fine. ALXT, right? Buy signal here. Red candles, guys. Came in first red candle here. We should be out, okay? So it's a good thing we're going through these stocks because some of them are closing. So you want to make sure you clean things up, right? In the morning, because if sellers come in again on Monday, that will not be good. Fiverr FVRR, buy signal here. Red candle, broke support, white arrow here, telling us, everything is telling us get out, right? Look at what happened the last time we got a sell signal, almost identical. Buy signal came in here, buy signal came in here. Sell signal came in here, sell signal is coming in right here. Look what happened before. Support is all the way down here. So take that small profit, even if it's a small profit, and get out. Hold in, hold in. Now we're spending extra time on equities this evening because of the selling that came in on Friday. We will not look to add, all right, any stocks until we get buyers to come on back in, okay? All right. Now, we do have buy signals, but we never want to buy on down days, okay? Buy signal here on this one, gapped up, and sell signal came in right here. Close the trade, please. And that's NOW. NX, NT, NX, buy signal here, red candle, close the trade, okay? Now, some of these are not perfect setups. We're just riding that market here. So just be aware of that. When things tighten up, we can look for much better setups. All right, but especially for tech, we're just looking for a push. Oracle, guys, or RCL, buy signal here. Great trade here. Let's draw it out. And it moved on Friday. Almost 8% on Friday on a down day. That's a strong stock, okay? I think, is Oracle doing AI? I think Oracle is doing AI. I'm not sure. All right, so a buy signal here came in at 155. Our first target was to get to resistance here or even here. Let's put it here, right? Where sellers came in before, right here. Buy signal here, right? Broke through that resistance. Look at there, guys. Gapped up nicely here. Nice follow through on Friday, 213. Really good stock here. Too late to get in though, so don't chase it. It's gone. All right, OS, guys, OS, buy signal here, sell signal. All right, that's too bad here, right? Moving up nicely here. No red candles, no white candles. Really should not sell this, but it broke support here. Barely broke support. All right, our target was here, so got to close it. No attachment to these trades, okay? All right. Pelentar, PLTR, breaking resistance there. QTWO, sell signal. So buy signal was here. Sell signal, close the trade. And we're almost done with Bullmaster here. And we've got about 10 more minutes and we'll be done here. But we want to spend some time on equities this evening. SE, guys, buy signal was right at 143. Broke support. Sell signal, your white arrow here, 154. Okay, we don't need to know why they're selling them. Just close. All right, holding, nice snow, holding. Right, holding. All green candles. X. All right. XM TR. Let's draw this out. Want to show you guys. So here's your markdown. Follow your process. Right? Your systems are just following the process, right? All right. So we're moving up nicely. Our target was about here. So small risk reward. All right, buy signal here. If you guys look at this, it might not look, if we don't draw in our lines, doesn't look like a great trade. All right, now I consider this a great trade because it met the objective, right? So markdown phase, buyers came in, broke resistance right here, gave a buy signal, right? Made it all the way to its resistance here, right? It would have been nice to break through, but guess what? Broke support. Red candle, white arrow. We've got to close the trade, okay? So every trade is different. All right, look at this one. ZS, buy signal was here on the break of this resistance. This one is holding nicely here. All right, if it breaks to that resistance, reaccumulation. So the buy signal came in at 216, trading at 301. All right, all green candles. We'll let it run. Keep an eye on it, but let it run here. All right, FROG, that's breaking out. FRO. All right, holding. That's Royal Caribbean, holding. All righty, all right. So quite a bit still in Bullmaster. If we are able to, if buyers come in tomorrow, if the VIX comes down, we'll look to add, we'll send out more alerts. Okay, guys? But equity is still the best market right now. Our US 30 traders, let's go here. US 30 traders, nothing, guys. I don't even remember if we had, I think we had one, I'm not even sure. I think we had one or two trades, one in that with the US 30 on the 5 minute. and on the NAS on the 5 minute, I believe. But still very choppy. Okay, just be careful, guys. This on the 60-minute time frame. We don't have any trends. No moves on the 60-minute time frame on the NAS, and same thing here on the US 30. Very choppy. So just continue to be careful. Especially going short. No shorts. A stock boss. Let's run stock boss here. We've got 51 stocks in stock boss, guys. So we went from 140 and change, 139, 140 to 51 stocks in stock boss. So they're definitely slowing their buying. Okay, so just be aware of that. So be careful adding. Okay, right now. Bull Master, we've got 65. That is low for Bull Master, guys. 65 stocks in Bull Master. And we track over 22,000 stocks, right? That quickly. All right, so 65 is low. Bull Master, what was it? A week ago was up in over 200. So that's low. So they've pulled back a bit because of Friday. So just be aware of that, okay? Our monster scalper traders, I wish I had better news, okay? On the 60-minute time frame, we are getting back in low volatility range. Okay, I think we came down all the way down here. Okay, but we're pulling back a bit, so we're about 50% volatility there on the 60-minute time frame. Be aware of that. On the 240, we've got some volatility here. Not a lot of direction. Okay, so just be careful. With the dollar pairs, be careful shorting. I know it's red here, right? Be careful shorting. Yen pairs, be careful shorting. Look at this. Still a lot of consolidation. Okay. Now we resigned Forex Dominator for a while, and but look here. Look at the shorts look at, Forex Dominator perhaps has the best trades now. But it doesn't matter because you guys don't want to trade Forex on the daily time frame. All right. So we've got to retire Forex Dominator for now. Okay. And we want to just focus on, even if the market Forex is not providing on the 240 and on the 60, that's where most of our traders, those are the time frames that they're on. So we'll stick with, right? We'll stick with those time frames, and hopefully Forex will open up for us. Okay. All right, guys. So what we're looking for tomorrow, we need a bounce in equities tomorrow. So tomorrow and into the week. All right. We need a bounce in, not that we trade bonds, but it's nice to see a bounce in bonds. Okay. Gold is looking good, right? Gold is doing really, really good. And Tesla is holding up nicely too. Okay. All right, guys. And the futures market, let's take a look before we close here in the futures. Let's see what it's doing here. In the futures market, what are we doing? Oh, we're up. All right. So Dow E-mini is up 24 points. NASDAQ is up. S&P is up, and the Russell is up. So they went from flat to up. So that's good, right? Hopefully, all right, that continues to hold overnight and move higher, and we can get a nice bounce tomorrow. All right. Take care, guys. And again, the VIX, we need that VIX to come down. It's moving up 20. We need that to come down. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Again, happy Father's Day to all our father traders out there. All right. And I'll see everyone on next class is on Tuesday. But I'll see you guys in the SKOOL community. Okay. Take care.